The Agile world community is constantly evolving, and 2024 promises to be a year of exciting new development. Here are my predictions for 2024. First, artificial intelligence, AI. We've seen it in 2023, mainly with ChatGPT. Everyone was mind blown with what ChatGPT could do. Developers, designers, writers, everyone doing some sort of creative work could use ChatGPT. Same for developers, same for product owners, same for Scrum Masters. It was a game changer, and it will still be a game changer in the years to come, including 2024. AI is currently at its lowest in terms of use, in terms of capability, and what it can do will gradually improve year after year, get better year after year. I think in 2024, the focus, new applications, new tools coming out will be related to planning. We need these kinds of tools in the market. Consuming data from Jira, from other work, tasks, project management tools, impediment, blockers, deadlines, target days, getting everything together and being able to predict what will happen in the future. Obviously, a human, us, we can do this data, but it's time consuming. ChatGPT or any other AI could do it in seconds. And I've not seen enough tools on the market right now which will enable us to do it quickly and easily, accessible to anyone. That for me would be a game changer. Basically a tool that will allow us to make better decisions. Collect all the information required instead of us making the decisions. The AI makes the decision for us. And this can be applicable to anything, options in terms of development, of features, planning, forecasting. What about the sprint? A sprint goal. Should we work on this goal? Should we take this amount of points per sprint? What's our chance of achieving the sprint goal? Oh, this amount of points per sprint compared to another option. Feeding an AI all this data, and instead of us making the decision, letting this AI make the decision for us. I think we need more tools like that. And I think 2024 will be really focused on planning, and these kinds of tools will join the market because there's a great demand for that, especially in the corporate world. And the same applies for individuals. AI tools that will allow us, help us be more productive, more efficient. One tool that I can think of right now is one that I use every day, every single day. Use Motion. It's an app basically that tells me what to do at every minute of the day. I fill in all my tasks, all the priorities, and it books my calendar telling me what to do next. I don't even need to think about meetings. I don't need to think about the to-do list, figure out what to do next. No, the application tells me at every single minute of the day what's the most important thing I need to work on. Again, feeding the application with all the data and letting the AI make the decisions for you so that you can spend your valuable time and mind thinking about better things. My next prediction for 2024 is people first. Agile has always been about people, but 20 years ago, when the Agile Manifesto was created, it wasn't really about people. 10 years ago, not really about people, but we are getting there. And for me, it's simply because of Gen X. This generation is cemented in the workplace right now. Most of the future hires will be Gen X. And this generation is all about people. Obviously, they will still be a minority in the workplace, but still, all new hires, and we are hiring fast, will be from Gen X. And this generation has a lot of expectations. Climate change, social responsibility, flexibility, a healthy work environment. Long gone is the time where you could tell people what to do, micromanage people, tell people what to do as a manager, as a team leader, tell people what to do, tell developers what to do, developers staying long hours, overtime. But this new generation and all future new generations won't accept this kind of behavior. Things will drastically change when they are no longer a minority. And in 2024, I believe the focus again will still be people first. Companies being more concerned with climate change, with social responsibility, work-life balance, healthy working environment. I've seen the change, and it will be more present, even more present in 2024. If I could summarize agility in a few words: continuous improvement and focus on the customer, giving the customer the value that they deserve, and going agile is no longer an option, it's mandatory. All the companies will at some point need to go agile if they haven't already. Continuous improvement, focusing on the customer, that's the future. Leaders will need to change in 2024. I've seen it in many companies. If you don't change as a leader, if your mindset doesn't change, if your focus isn't putting people first, putting your employees first, people will simply leave. Quality people, high performers, they have choice now. There's so many companies, so many options. They will leave your organization if you don't put the people first. Becoming a servant leader, here to serve others. Managers, leaders, here to serve others instead of telling them what to do, instead of using people to attain your goals. No. You're here to serve the people. Your number one focus, creating an environment where people can unleash their potential, shine, creating an environment where they can be psychologically safe, self-manage, and create. Hard to understand for the older generation, but they will have to understand it. Once Gen Z takes up the majority of the workplace, this will be expected from everyone. My next prediction is scaling, even more scaling in 2024. Nexus, less, Scrum at scale, especially safe. Safe will still be dominating the market. I don't believe that safe is agile. But who cares about what I believe? It's dominating the market. Their marketing, extraordinary. They are getting all the sales. They are doing really well, and they will keep doing well in 2024. I see many companies going into scaling this mindset or the idea of applying the Scrum framework to a few teams without any scaling framework. Long gone. Most companies will be using safe, Nexus, less, Scrum at scale. Next, in 2024, remote work will become even more popular. Long gone are the days where you hire people from your region. Now, why are you doing that? Hire people outside your country, outside your region, qualified people that work remotely. I'm seeing many companies going to this direction. People coming to the office. Why? Why do people need to come to the office? Gen X don't want to come to the office. It's extremely hard to get high performers, skilled people who have options to get them to apply to a full-time in the office job. No one wants that. Remote position, flexible hours, and more companies will go into this direction to be able to retain and acquire talented, skilled people. And related to remote work in 2024, one thing will dominate the market: application, tools, or this concept of asynchronous communication. We are already doing it. We are already chatting, using Slack, using MS Teams. But why not do our daily Scrum, daily stand-up? Planning sessions asynchronously, our sprint retrospectives asynchronously. I've seen many teams, many companies use that, and I believe that this way of working will become even more popular in 2024. Because again, no one wants to be disturbed. We want to be able to focus. And asynchronous communication is exactly that. Do you still call your colleagues or do you send them messages? This younger generation, they don't believe in joining some Zoom call every morning for 15 minutes. No, they prefer using asynchronous communication. If we do that in our personal life, why are we not doing that at work? It's simply because some managers, some leaders are telling us that we are not allowed to do that. But at some point, we will be allowed to do that. And asynchronous communication will become more and more popular starting 2024. That's my prediction for 2024. If you want more tips, insights on Agile Scrum personal growth, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now, and I'll see you in a few seconds.